Hey, welcome back to another video of Kavita Deva. Today we are going to talk about cutaneous candidiasis, or it's also known as Candida albicans. Health issues like Candida imbalance is not widely understood. Around 75 to 80%, especially women, suffers from Candida imbalance at some point of time due to body producing more yeast. Candida is a fungal infection and the skin is infected with the Candida fungi and is also known as yeast overgrowth. Candida lives throughout your body in small amounts. It is sited in your mouth, which is also known as oral thrush, in your digestive tract, gut, and of course, vaginal tract. So, normally, when it is in balance with the good bacteria, it helps in digestion and the absorption of the nutrient. So, the problem only occurs when there's too much of candida in relation to your body's good bacteria, and that's when it starts overpowering the bacteria. You may be more likely to develop infection on your face if you have diabetes or have a weak immune system. On face, it appears like a tiny bumps and give a rough texture. It may be really annoying because you try to treat it out like a normal breakout. It's because they're quite distinct from the regular breakouts. It has no closed and open comedones and give unevenness to your skin. The best way to understand the difference between the normal pimple and the Candida albicans is it feels like a sandpaper or maybe even the textured towel. When you run your hand through the textured towel, the way these feel when you touch is how you feel when you touch your face. So other signs of Candida overgrowth can be fatigue, bloating, eczema, dandruff, and also a lot of sugar cravings and sometimes even loss of memory, or you can say or sometimes even bad memory. Though it's not going to really affect your lifestyle, but you really have to make an effort. You feel so tired and lethargic, you really have to make an effort to get up from the bed. Encouragingly though, treating overgrowth of Candida is largely a matter of diet. There are many factors which contribute to the overgrowth of Candida, like your diet. A diet rich in sugar, processed food, carbohydrates makes it easy for the Candida to multiply and thrive. Alcohol like beer and wine, which has lots of yeast, sugar, and carbs, can also be problematic. And thirdly, antibiotics. If you have been on the strong antibiotics recently, or maybe even few years ago, there's a very strong chance that you can develop Candida albicans because due to the imbalanced environment created by the antibiotics on the skin. Antibiotics kill good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria. So some of the other factors which can be responsible for Candida albicans can be your steroids, and lastly stress, which could be another reason for the overgrowth of the Candida albicans. The best way to treat Candida albicans is by adopting three-step approach. The first key is to eliminate food which has yeast in them and also avoid taking food which yeast loves to eat. This means you should cut down on certain foods like vinegar, wine, beer, processed foods, sugar, and even mushrooms, because mushroom is from the fungi family, which can cross react with the Candida. Supplements with the antifungal properties can be effective too. Replenish good bacteria by taking high quality probiotic supplements. Foods which you can incorporate in your daily diet are a coconut oil, which is rich in caprylic acid and it helps in killing the yeast cells. Another thing is your olive oil, which is rich in antioxidant and it can help you get rid of Candida. You can incorporate garlic in your diet, which contains allicin and has sulfur compounds, which is specific to Candida antifungal properties. Cinnamon is another ingredient which has antifungal and anti-inflammatory benefits. Apple cider vinegar is the only vinegar which I can recommend while you are treating yourself with the candida overgrowth. Unfortunately, dietary changes may not always do the trick, in which case antifungal drugs are the most common form of the treatment. You can go with antifungal creams or powders, or maybe even your oral medications to fight the fungal infection. So to conclude, if you observe raised bumps on your face which is not accompanied by closed and open comedons, has redness and a lot of itching along with it, the probability is you are suffering from Candida albicans, and for the treatment for it is very different from the normal breakouts. If you want me to share more about such topics, make sure to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't done it till now. Hit the bell icon next to it so you are the first one to know when I upload the new video. Till then, stay bright, stay healthy.